What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to once again another live stream. Today's live stream is going to be all about Share Factory and how to make amazing videos. I have gotten a bunch of questions on how I make the montages and all the video layouts that I create, how to put on sound effects, how to put on video effects, how are you putting in music. So today's stream is going to be all about how I make my videos. First things first, this is the home page of Share Factory. All we're going to do is click on New Project. You get to pick a theme for every project that you make on this. So I normally just stick with like a 20th anniversary unless I was playing Paragon or Call of Duty, Resident Evil, something itself, but I don't want to put one of those games on for Paladins. So we're going to do the PlayStation 20th anniversary theme. Alright, so all these little clips here, as you can see from their names, there's 4 intros. Up to here are intros, then there's a couple title screens to choose from. And then down at the bottom, there's outros for you to choose from. That way you get to set up exactly how you want it to start, finish, and end. I prefer this one. Now, as far as my title screen goes, there was one that I liked. I just have to find it real fast. I think that might have been it right there. I'm going to go with that. And as far as outros, oh, this is the best outro right here. Live in your world, play in ours. That is savage coming from PlayStation. Alright, so once you have selected your theme and you've picked your intro and your outro and the title screen, all you have to do is click on whichever clips that you want to edit. Today just happens to be a Paladin Sky montage video, so I'm going to click on 1, 2, and 3. Those are the 3 videos that I have saved previously from my gameplay. If you look in the left side of the screen, it shows that I have 7 clips selected for a total time of 69.5 minutes. Now, realistically, it's only going to last maybe 2.5 minutes for the whole video, so we're going to end up chopping the entire thing down.
Grip.
Alright, all we have to do now is hit start the project. We're going to rename it. Paladin Sky Montage. Nice and easy. Alright, so as you can see, the first clip is our intro, second clip is our title, and then the clips in between are the actual video clips that we're going to edit itself. And then all the way at the end is the 2 outros. The Share Factory PlayStation outro, and then the anniversary outro. Now, how I like to start mine off, I like to put in a song, especially on a montage. If I'm making a montage, I always put a song. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a song. If you press X, it'll give you this whole screen full of menus of anything that you're able to do or anything that you can physically add in. Now, if you press square, it kind of gives you the same screen, it's just a little bit adjusted. Square is kind of like an editing mode, whereas X is kind of like an add mode. So for X, I can add in a clip, I can add in some music, I can add in a transition, and then if I wanted to edit whatever I added in, I'd press square, and then I can edit overlays, edit filter, edit layout, edit transition. That way you guys kind of get to see that X is add, square is edit. I'm going to go ahead and push X, select add music. I already know that this is the song that I want. And move the music. So I press square to get into that edit. And then I selected move the music. Because what I want to do is move the music so that it starts right when the video starts. All I have to do is press X to select where I want it to end. Right there. Now when I play it, music will kick in at the very moment that the video starts. Now that music is really loud, so let's press square to turn it down a little bit. Let's cut it down to like 85% should be okay. My headphones are on too loud. Alright, so we have the music where we want it for now. Now that I press circle, you can see it on the bottom edit screen. There's a green bar beneath the long blue bar. That's going to be our music. The long blue bar is going to be our videos. Next up, I like to change the titles. As you can see, I didn't actually put in my name, that tiki face, or the name of the video. That's just what Share Factory does by itself. So if you press square, you press down, edit overlays. Anything like that is called an overlay because you're essentially adding something on top of whatever else is there. Alright, so I select whichever ones that I want. I'll press square, delete it. Press square, delete the text. Square, delete the text. Now that everything has been deleted, there's nothing left to edit. We have to add something, so I'll press X. I already have the Perspective Gaming logo saved as a sticker in my hard drive. In order to transform it or move it around the screen, you have to select transform. On the bottom of the screen, you can see that L1 will shrink the picture, R1 will expand it, L2 will rotate counterclockwise, R2 will rotate clockwise. I'm going to shrink this down to right about here. And for those of you that like everything even, such as myself, if you press square, it will physically align it to that portion of the screen. Now that I'm done with it, I press X, and that is perfectly where I want it to be. Sticker animation, I like my stickers to fade in and fade out. Now, if you wanted to do something different, there's an entire list of stuff like fly in, pop in, slide in, spin and drop, spin in, spin up. Actually, spin up's not too bad. I just prefer my fade in, fade out. Alright, sticker is almost finished. Now, the sticker duration, this is where things get a little bit complicated. Your left thumbstick, if you move it to the far left, it will make sure that your sticker starts the moment that this clip starts. Otherwise, if I left it where it was, it would have like 13 seconds before the sticker would actually show up on the screen. I want the sticker to show up the moment that this portion of the clip begins, and I want it to last the entire time. So I move the left thumbstick to the far left, right thumbstick to the far right. That is now the overlay duration of that sticker. Now that we have that in, we're going to leave it be. Only thing I need to do now is actually add the text for the name of the video. When you go into text, there's all this kind of crazy different fonts, whichever it is that you prefer to use. I always use the same font, I don't know why. We are going to put in Paladins, Sky, Montage. Text duration, we want it to show up at the same time. Text animation, fade in, fade out. Now this time we're going to do a middle animation just so I can show you what is inside the middle animations. First one is marquee. I actually really like this one. It doesn't play good off of a dark colored background, because once the white fades out, it turns to like a dark gray black, and then you won't be able to see the letters no more. Rainbow's not too bad. Bounce seems a little much to me. Drift is just kind of like hovering around, I guess. I don't know. Pulse. Spin. That I don't understand. Now the wave is what I'm going to use though. Alright, since it's at the top of the screen, we have to transform it. So I'm going to pull it down. Now I'm going to make it bigger. That way you can see it throughout the whole middle. And I'll put it directly aligned in the center of the screen. X is good. Now for the color choice, which I'm not 100% sure on, because we're kind of staring at green, blues, and purples already. We have that. Let's see what a blue, maybe a lighter blue. Let's go with something like this. Brightness, saturation. Alright, so blue's not going to work, as you can see. Let's try like a baby blue. That's not going to work. We know green won't because green's in the background. Red? Looks like red's the only thing that's going to stand out. Keep the saturation, drop the brightness. Yep, that'll have to work. Red's the only color that's not actually in the background, so we're going to keep it just like that. Alright, so now that that is set, I can press circle. Now I'll actually show you the finished product. Nice. Then the music kicks in right on cue. Now there is one thing that I really don't like. The intros, the title screens seem to last like a few seconds longer than they should. Like this is a 9-second video clip. This one, okay, that's only a 7-second. That's not bad. I'm going to show you right now how to split the clip or shorten it or trim it, however it is that you want to call it. All you have to do is press square, select split clip with X. Now that you are in this mode, this is like the split clip mode. You can see it at the top of your screen, that way you know exactly what you're doing. You can just press X, split the clip wherever you want it to, and now you see I have this, and I have this. I can press square and delete that last clip, so now I have shortened this one. Now we're going to do the same thing to this. Because realistically, we don't need 7 seconds of the same thing. So if this ends at 15, I'm going to take 2 seconds off of it, cut it at 13. Split the clip, delete the other one. See, now that seems more legit. Once, cancel. So once you're done with that, the first thing you'll notice is the music doesn't start where it used to start anymore. It starts all the way into the clip now. That's the first thing we're going to change. If you press square, because square is your edit mode, edit music. Now you can actually see the music itself. We're going to highlight the music, press square to edit again. This time we're going to select move it. And I'm going to slide it back over to where I want it to be at. Right about there is good. Okay, so I have showed you how to enter your overlays as well as enter a sticker. Now I'm going to show you something that I do on almost every video that I create. I put my own little signature stamp at the end of them. So I'm going to create my own overlay by myself. I'll press X, add an overlay, go into stickers. Now all the way down at the bottom here, there's a spray paint can with a bubble. This right here is the one that I want. Okay. We're just going to leave it there for now. Alright, now I need to move the video clip. Good. That way I can actually see where the Share Factory is going to be. And I can see where the PlayStation 4 is going to be. Now I can edit it correctly. We're going to transform it and we're going to blow it up just a little bit. I could bring it down because I got space in the bottom. Blow it up. Center it. Okay. Sticker animation. Fade in, fade out. Nice and easy. Once again, when you guys are doing your own video clips, you could choose whichever one that you prefer. I don't do a middle animation on that. Okay, so that is completed. I love the spray can because it literally says Share Factory right on the side of it. Now that that's done, I will add in text in the middle of that. Same font. I love this font. Thanks for. I'm going to transform it, bring it down, and we're going to put it right inside of that bubble here. And thank all of you guys for watching. I'm going to leave it right there. The text animation. This I fade in and I fade out, but also for the middle, I like to do the same thing as I did on the other one. Oh, you know, we don't have to really do wave. We can do marquee. It'll probably bring a little bit more attention to it. Text duration, same thing. We want the sticker to last the entire time. Now we're going to add in the very last word, watching. Transform it, bring it right down into the bubble. Extend the length. Go into the animation and make the animation match the top. Fade in, marquee, and fade out. Alright, now that that is completed, we can actually see what it looks like from the video clip itself. And in the videos that I actually create, not my live streams, because in a live stream I can't actually do this in the Share Factory. But if it's a video I create, you will always see this at the end of the video. There is one sticker that we can put here at the beginning, like if you guys are trying to get a little bit more recognition for your channel, there's stickers that you can add on in the overlays that say, like my channel, subscribe to my channel. Let's see here. High score, level up. There you go. Follow if you want to put your Facebook profile up there. You can hit like, you can put subscribe. I love using subscribe. We'll put subscribe right next to our logo. Shrink it down. Right there, it's cool. Extend the sticker duration, otherwise it won't show up when it needs to show up. And fade it in, fade it out. Okay, so now we have our title screen with subscribe, custom sticker, custom title. Now we have our outro screen, custom sticker, custom text. We have our music ready to go. Now, one thing that I've yet to show you yet, I'm going to show you right now, is it's called a transition. It's essentially how you go from one video clip into the next video clip. If you press X to add something, add transition will be right here. And so on the left side, you have 4 different menus. You could do a comic, a wipe, a dissolve, or a cinematic. Cinematic is like that, essentially. A couple different ways of doing it. That was actually pretty sick. Funny thing is that the very first video game is Killzone 3. Now, the longer that the actual clips they take, like this one's 3 minutes 20 seconds. I mean, 3 seconds and 20 milliseconds or whatever. They won't actually work on every video clip. If you have very short clips, you can't put a 3-second transition onto a small clip. We're going to do crossfade. And it'll fade from one to the other. And let's say you don't like it, I can highlight just the clip or just this clip, but if you highlight the middle, that's your transition. So you could press square to edit it, edit transition, and you can delete it. You can replace it with something else. If there is a volume, because some transitions do have volumes, you can set the volume and set its advanced settings for it. But I'm going to keep that in there just so that you guys can see how that works. Next up, so we have added a clip. You guys have seen that. Adding a screenshot's a little bit different. I don't believe that I have a screenshot to add, but that's kind of cool. Let's add that, whatever the heck that is. All right, add that screenshot. All right, so it just throws it in the middle of wherever it is that you were doing. And you could kind of just take that template, move it to any position that you want to, and you can add an over like sticker, you can add text, whatever it is that you want. It's at your own customization. I'm going to go ahead and delete it though, because I don't actually need that. All right, so we added a screenshot. Now, same thing works like if you have pictures of yourself, or like from your Facebook profile, or you physically load it into your PlayStation, you can add screenshots of yourself or you and your friends all playing the game that you're actually live streaming to the video, so they can see you and your friends playing while you're actually on the screen doing it. That I think was a cool feature that they added recently. Adding a track too is adding a commentary track. So instead of what I'm doing right now, live streaming the Share Factory, if I was just making a video but I wanted you guys to be able to hear me talk, I would just add track 2, and here it is. Usually I would use this for like an outro or intro, and I would just start it. I press X, record audio. It'll give you 5 seconds to start it. You can start it right now. And I'll be like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Perspective Gaming live stream. Today I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to know about Share Factory, the ins, the outs, how to add, how to subtract, everything that you need to know how to create a great video. Alright, so now that we have that there, and I'll be like, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Perspective Gaming live stream. Today I'm going to show you guys everything that you need to know about Share Factory, the ins, the outs, how to add, how to subtract, everything that you need to know how to create a great video. There we go. So let me go ahead and delete this. No need to have that. Now, if you wanted to, like let's say you kept it, you can move the clip anywhere you want to. You could trim the clip so you could shrink it down in case there's like sections where you were breathing heavy that you want to trim out. Or you can straight up lower the volume or raise the volume depending on what's happening in the background. Alright, so that was add track 2. Adding music you've already seen. You pretty much click on add music. Select whichever music. This is kind of preloaded into your hard drive itself from Share Factory. They put them in alphabetical order. Or my favorite part, import from a USB. If you guys are smart and you have USB drives and you have your favorite songs listed on them, literally put it into your PlayStation, import the song that you want, and put it directly into the video that you want. There is a massive notice that I have to warn you though. Copyright infringement laws will definitely snag you if you do not give credit to who is singing the song. So please, if you load up something that someone has already made, you have to give credit to the composer or the producer so that you don't get your video pulled off of YouTube. How do I know that? Because I have done it before. It happened to be T.I., and he wasn't happy that I used one of his songs, so they pulled the video down until I erased it. Okay, we've already added music. Adding the overlay, that's going to be your stickers, your theme stickers. You can import any image that you want, which is how I got my PlayStation, my Perspective Gaming sticker. I pulled that right from YouTube, put that onto here. Your text, and your camera effects. Now the camera, this completely changes the game for Share Factory videos. Let's say I'm playing, what's a good example? I guess you could say I'm playing Paragon, or I'm playing League of Legends, or a MOBA to that effect. While I'm playing and I'm running down a lane, I can turn my camera on so that you guys can see me playing the character at the same time as I'm playing the character while I'm making the video. Like it seems kind of odd for me to describe, but I'll be like sitting in my chair editing this clip while you're watching me play whatever game I'm playing. It's like a little sneak peek into wherever it is that you are. And then you could put effects like you can make the camera bounce across the screen, you can make a heartbeat, you can make it focus or zoom in on one section of wherever your camera's facing, or you could put in like a stomp effect. These are kind of things I don't really mess with only because the cameras that I have are just all PlayStation cameras and they're not really that good quality. Adding a filter, this is beautiful. This is essentially your effects, your video effects that is, where you can put in anything like inverted. So everything that I'm doing is just inverting the pixels. Let's edit that. We're going to delete it. Change it to a different one. My favorite one is blacklight. That one is definitely not going to work right there. That's just straight up blurry. Let me see if I can find blacklight here. Add a filter, not retro, psychedelic filters. There's blacklight. Alright, this is my favorite filter. It makes it very hard for you to see stuff, but it depends on the game. It makes it incredibly beautiful for a video clip. As long as what game you're playing is like a really bright and vivid game, this looks excellent. Kind of reminds me of, what do you call it? Laser tag. Let's delete this. If my fingers will do what my brain is telling them to do, we might be okay. Alright, so we've done a filter. Now adding a layout. This is actually really impressive. This can kind of take away from the screen or add more to the screen. I can chop everything up with vertical bands like this. So the gameplay still plays, but it plays in different panels. We can edit that layout. Delete it. Let's add in a different layout. Horizontal. Awesome. Some of my favorite things to do is getting like multi-kills and then putting them into these paneled clips. That way everyone can see them in different sections. It works really, really well with multi-kills. Don't add it. We need to erase it. Delete the layout. Alright, and then the transitions you guys have already seen. When you go into transition, you could pick like a burn fade. You could go into a comic book thing where like the page will peel up. The page will fold down, which I kind of like a lot. This is one of my favorites though. It'll straight jump from picture to picture, just like you were reading the comic book. That to me is amazing. Alright, so the only thing that I have yet to show you is actually how to trim your video clip. So what I want to look for is just before I kill somebody and just after I kill somebody. That's going to create the clip I'm looking for. This character right here, I knew he was going to go down. So I'm going to rewind just before I walk around that block. So he's coming up right now. There he is. I'm going to press X. I'm going to press square. Split the clip. Now I press X to split it. Only reason why I say that, let me show you that one more time. Now, this is normal mode. I press square to edit, and then I press X to select split clip. At the top of the screen, you see split clip. That means that that's the mode that I'm in now. Now, in order to actually split something, I would be pressing X this time, not square. X, split clip. But that's because I'm in this type of mode. So once we have already found the kill, lift up, we mark them, I split that clip. So now I have one full video clip that you can see that has a kill in it. Now I'll wait for the next one to occur. This next one's actually really good. I believe that I might get killed here, but there's one where my friend blows two enemies off of the, or right outside of the map to my left here. wanna run, Legacy? Of course I'm gonna hang out. Of course I hang out. I'm gonna die, yep. I get a triple kill with this bomb though here, look, there's the double. And then when I come back to life, there's the triple, killing spree. Alright, this should be it right here. Oh, like they move. Okay, that was almost a double kill. I might be able to get that in the clip. Let's see. Oh, don't split. Okay, good. Yeah, we are going to get that. We're going to start it right about here. Split the clip. Now we're going to delete all of the extra stuff that we didn't need in between them. Boom. Split that. Oh, there it is too. Oh, look at this. Alright, so I go in and I drop them. And then the moment that I turn around, boom, my friend knocks them both right outside of the map. That is just too savage. Okay. I'm gonna split this. Split. Erase. That is so awesome. Knock them off. Split that clip. There we go. Alright, so now to show you them actually being used, I will add, we're going to press circle, get out of the split clip. I'm going to add a filter to 1. Let's turn the filter to black and white. I will add an overlay to another one, or a layout. Default layouts. Blue tilt. I'm not sure what that even means. I can't even pronounce that word. Vignette? Vignette? Who knows? Okay. And then on the last one, I'm going to add a transition. Let's do the comic book next page. Oh, see right there, unable to add the transition. The new transition is too long. Alright, that comic book was 3 seconds. Let's do a 1.5 second. Alright, so now you guys can check this out. Black and white. Here's the layout. Now here's the transition. It'll peel the page up from one clip to the next. Oh, that's awesome. And that's pretty much the ins and outs of Share Factory. Now, when I first created videos in Share Factory, this application was absolutely nothing like how it is today. It was literally like split clips and place clips. And then slowly as the updates came, they added everything else in. This is now a excellent free way of creating your own videos. No need for a PC, no need for entangled wires being all over the place. I literally stream from my PlayStation straight to YouTube all day, every day. It's just nice and easy, it's clean cut. If I need to edit something, I load it directly into Share Factory, and everything renders in minutes. Granted, I have really nice internet, but the higher the internet you have, the easier it is to download and upload. That's common sense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos just like this, please let me know. Subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please just leave them down in the comments. I will take care of you guys. I love making videos, so it's only right that I show everybody else how to do the same thing that I do. You guys have a good day today. I appreciate you watching.